It's been 50 years since the Vietnam War ended, and all week we've been looking back not just at the battles fought on the front lines, but also at the lives of San Diegans forever changed in its aftermath.
Tonight, we bring you a story of survival and reunion, told through the eyes of a San Diego doctor whose life began in a war zone. As CBS 8's Brian White reports, the man's journey to America came at a heartbreaking cost.
The love I have for my father really can't be explained because he's the reason why I am who I am.
Dr. Pha Le, who now lives in San Diego, was born during the final years of the Vietnam War. When Saigon fell in 1975, his father, Du Le, a South Vietnamese naval officer, evacuated to Guam. Soon after, he and many others tried going back to reunite with family, but he became a prisoner of war instead.
He knew that there was a good chance that that would happen, but he went anyways. And that's the kind of courage that I'm talking about, is to know that you may be in the line of danger, but to move forward anyways.
After being imprisoned for 5 years in North Vietnam, he was released, and that's when he walked back into Pha Le's life when he was 7.
Before my father entered my life was sketchy. It was black and white. But once my father entered my life, everything seemed to be in vivid color.
Haunted by threat of arrest and nightmares of returning to prison, Du Le made a bold choice for his family to escape Vietnam. But there was one cruel condition. They could only take one of 3 children on the escape boat.
The heartbreaking decision that my parents had to make to leave a 1-year-old and a 7-year-old behind without any kind of certainty. Unfortunately, these are the ramifications of war that most people don't know about.
So he and his parents fled while his brothers stayed behind with family, coming to America when he was 10 years old. While there were financial struggles along the way, his parents always prioritized education.
We skimped and saved, and their only ask of me was to study, and study I did.
10 years after leaving Vietnam, the family reunited, his brothers flying into LAX to hugs that were a decade in the making.
Reuniting with my brothers was a huge healing moment for my mom, especially. If you can imagine a mother having to leave her babies behind.
Dr. Le and his brothers have families now, they and their parents all living in Southern California. Now he honors his past by serving others on the board of the USS Midway Museum and volunteering with Honor Flight San Diego, a son who never forgets the father who risked everything.
His endurance of the prison and being the captain of the escape boat that took us out of Vietnam and brought me to freedom at the age of 10 completely changed the trajectory of my life and henceforth my children.
Brian White, CBS 8.
And that was just one of several stories we aired this week, hearing from San Diegans who witnessed the fall of Saigon 50 years ago. If you would like to see our other reports, we have them posted on our website. Just head to cbs8.com.